After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. Space to maneuver at the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
I know you ain't right, Chief. Check 37. Check 37. Express. Motion. Check.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. Barkevious Mingo in that time on the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Give me that ball, Express. Give me that ball. Give me that ball.
Carr now to throw. He completes it to Nelson. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 27-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 27.
Express.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Check 43. Watch the safety creep. Express.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Carr. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long.
93. Watch the pass. Mike 56. Mike 56. I smell fear in that offense.
Shotgun now for Carr. Going deep here for Bryant. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
At the 23-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Hey, check. Shit. Hey, Mike's right. 1, 2, 3, hot. Bravo. Hot.
From the gun, here's Keenum. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. 3rd down now.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. Now that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
At the 37-yard line.
Here goes hot. Hot. Hey, easy. Hey, let's go. 4th one. 52. Takes 2. Hot.
On 2nd and 12, Keenum. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the 1st quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC Championship round.
Check 9. Hey, alert 3. Switch.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. They'll get this out wide. It's Nelson with it. A big play there on the catch and run. 54 yards. Those wide receiver screens like that, isn't that what they said they wanted to implement more in the game plan this week?
They certainly did because they felt like they had an advantage with their receivers out in open space. They thought they could make the first guy miss like a punt returner and then pick up nice blocking downfield.
So forget about any talk of possible safeties. Here's 1st and 10 clear on the other side of the field.
Lucky. Hey, White Monday down. 6-6. Pull it high. You got tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
Throwing now is Carr. It's caught by Bryant. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. On second down, Jacobs. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Down. 180.
Max 56.
I'm on. He's coming. Go Chief. We got the OP.
Kill. He's checking. Crash.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
And the Raider first down. First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
After 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter from Oakland, the homestanding Raiders with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, we're good. 180.
Joker. Alert flare.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Running is Jacobs. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Check 26. Check 4. White Monday down. Greystone travel.
Slam.
Purdue.
From the gun, it's Carr. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Pick it up. Switch.
White Monday.
Check 49. Kill.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
They were held to a field goal on their first drive. They want 6 now, but it's 3rd and goal.
Check. Bang.
Express.
They'll run it with Jacobs. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. This is a long drive. Offensively, wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
So we're back to a one-point game now as the kickoff comes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. Oh, a little 360. So he got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down.
Here we go, D. Get off the field. Motion. Watch safety creep. Yeah. Safety's creeping. 22.
Working from the gun, Keenum. And he fires one that's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. Phillip Lindsay, the intended target.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. 11 yards for number 11. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders have taken the lead. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide that they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. On 1st down, they look downfield, and it's complete. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice gain. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Now it's Keenum. Open man, here is Hamilton. In the wild card win last week, he had just 2 catches, and now he's got his first one here.
Well, they obviously red man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender. Made him
what do you mean by that, bro?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Mike.
Mike, please. Down.
On 2nd and 11 now. Keenum. He'll find Lindsey here. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll run with Lindsey, and they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. One more time with Lindsey. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. 6 plays got him down here. This is play number 7, 3rd and goal. Keenum. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. The kick by McManus is good. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
All right, we're good. You ready? 6:37.
Check the out. He's coming. Double up. He's coming, double up.
Your mind. Express. Raider 2. You ready?
The final shot here before half for Carr. He's going to air one out. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports halftime report. Here's Jonathan Coachman. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. 3 yards there to begin the third quarter. They also lead by 3 points. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. To throw, it's Carr. Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They go play action here on first down. Bryant has it. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards, the final tally.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 42-yard line.
Who's right? Check, check. Fresno, Fresno. Hey, 734. 80 weapons.
They run it with Jacobs. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Good dude. Lie down.
He's checking crap.
Check 52.
Slam, slam.
Now a give right side. Inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Ready?
Come on, come get some. He don't want it.
Low, low, low.
10.
Express.
Switch gears. Kill.
Into the red zone. It's Carr. That's going to be caught by Williams for a Raiders touchdown. Tyrell Williams there to make the grab. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Play action. Now it's Keenum. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. He needed a yard. That's what he got. And it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
1st down.
Let's go.
Hey, take 53, 55.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
On 1st and 10, here's Keenum. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now, is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll go again with Lindsey. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
On play action, now Keenum. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
56, right there, 56.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however, and let's see what that's about. Well, they've done a good job on these receivers, pretty much held them in check. They're a little too close for comfort.
And you're always looking for a play to get you going, right? You're looking for someone to make one. But maybe this penalty, this pass interference call, that can help shake them loose.
Hey, team 6.
Check three.
Express.
Mike 56. You're trapped.
Easy. Kill.
Carr now on first down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll make it second down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
56 to Mike.
Later 9.
Hey,
808.
Watch the ship.
Hey, Charlie.
Ship.
Express.
Mike 56, right there. 56.
Here's Carr to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9.
Express.
Hold. Mike's 56.
Operating from the gun. Carr. Hauling it in, Nelson. And down inside the 15 he goes. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 14. Carr now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Express. White Monday down.
Again, they'll throw with Carr. Benjamin's got it. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
We're good. You ready?
On second down now. It's Jacobs. And this Bronco defense really selling out to stop the run, and it pays off. They get him behind the line twice in a row.
Stand up there.
Once again, it's Jacobs. Fights loose. Behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool him a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool him on that play.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Throw complete there. Rodgers. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Lindsey. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
That is caught by Rodgers for a Denver touchdown. Chester Rogers, 30 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. So a one-handed grab in the end zone. Nothing much more rewarding than that for a guy catching it.
Not at all. And with what we just saw there, that type of a one-handed catch, what's next? Maybe they go up and almost Velcro with their jersey in the ball. That's about all that's left. That play, simply spectacular.
So a one-handed grab in the end zone, not much more impressive than that.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Get him! Get him!
Check 50, check 50. Check 3, check 3, check 3.
Big gas.
Undercrush, undercrush, undercrush.
Express. Check 43.
Jacobs now. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation when they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Mike. I'm coming.
Go.
53 is the Mike. Tackles.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Safety crew.
Check.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
SOS. Put that down. Go, Chief. Shit.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Lets it go for Nelson. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. J.J. Nelson, 47 yards. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
Will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Let's go, Mike 50. Mike 50.
Pilot, 64, weak. Out. 734.
50's the mark. 50's the mark.
Hey, Alpha.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Denver has the first down, the play going for 15 yards. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Keenum now on first down. Buying time to his... And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Maurice Hurst gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Hey, we're good.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Keenum got a man that's complete to Hamilton. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Check nine. Again. Bring up, boys.
Off the play fake, Keenum. His throw incomplete. Deshaun Hamilton, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Get in the weight room. Mike 59. Mike 50.
On 53.
Now Keenum. Now a desperation throw deep. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Check. 59.
Hey, 50.
On first down, it's Keenum. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. The job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Keenum now to throw. Gets it to Strong. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. McManus now for the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game.
Next to score, Raiders 29, Broncos 24. Brandon McManus set to kick off.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fair catch called for and taken just inside the 10-yard line.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are.
Switch. Tighten up.
One, Raider one.
Check.
Carr going to look to throw. Complete to Bryant.
You got top.
Accelerating, and off he goes. Past the 20. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown 1 play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up a...
Now on the return, oh no, the ball is loose. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Let's go. He's coming. We got double up. Kill. Express.
He's checking.
They'll keep it on the ground. Jacobs. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Derek Wolfe there on the tackle.
What now? 180.
Check 56. Come on, D. Watch twist.
Raider 2. Hey, Raider 2. Hey, orbit.
56. Mike's 56.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
We play to win.
So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really...
And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Derek Carr keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
53, 55.
Keenum will try again on second down. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at about the 31. And the return will stop right around the 25. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, little insult to injury here late in the game. Right hash mark, a 42-yard attempt. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. And looking at it from the perspective of the losing side here in this divisional round, it all ends so abruptly, doesn't it? A few hours.